You do not need to blow up on YouTube if you want to make a fuck ton of money from your channel. And if you don't believe me saying that, you can scroll down right now, okay? This channel has less than 2,000 subscribers, okay? And I've made over $7,000 from this channel. And I've never been like monetized, I've never been like sponsored, I've never had AdSense, I've never done any like affiliate links or weird shit like that, okay? I've never done anything like scammy or shady. And in fact, by doing what I'm going to teach you in this video, I've already changed hundreds of guys' lives, and I'm already continuing to change guys' lives as of making this video, by making this video, okay? And actually, one of my clients, okay, who I've worked like one-on-one with, by doing what I'm going to teach you in this video, he's made enough money to quit his full-time job, and he has less than 70 subscribers, okay? And so, literally, okay, put this video in full screen right now, because this is going to change your life. This is going to make you have like one of the biggest realizations you'll ever have, okay? And it's probably going to save you so much time. So put this video in full screen right now, okay? Get rid of any distractions you may have. Find somewhere you can make your notes, because I'm going to change your life with this. And this is going to work, especially, okay, if you've got like less than 100 subscribers. If you've got a big channel, it'll work for you. If you've got a little channel, it'll work for you. Okay, this will work for absolutely everyone, okay? My name is Sam Millison, and I'm going to change your life. Part 1. Stop being a YouTuber and start changing lives. If you're like me, okay, and you're like the rest of us here, and you're an educational YouTuber, okay, and you're making videos teaching something educational to change lives, to actually impact other people, so that maybe you can make some money from them if you're like selling a product, selling a course, or selling some sort of coaching, and you're teaching the lessons, okay, that you've learned yourself in whatever niche you're in, okay, and you're teaching other guys how to do this and how to improve their lives in this way, or how to improve their lives in that way, okay. If you're doing this just like me and like the rest of us here, okay, then you aren't a YouTuber, you're simply a leader who's using YouTube to spread your message. Now, if you are like an entertainment YouTuber and you're making videos to try and get the higher attention, and you're listening to Mr. Beast's advice, or you want to be like a glam influencer or whatever and get into controversies, okay, this video is not for you. Click off right now, go away, okay, this is not for you. But if you're like me and you're like the rest of us here, and you want to be a leader and you actually want to do something with your life where you have a positive impact on the world and you can actually change lives, and you become someone who's actually like positively contributing to the world rather than just like going through life being selfish, trying to make money for yourself, okay, then you've got to understand you are not a YouTuber. You're simply a leader using YouTube to spread your mission. And obviously by doing this, we can change lives and also make money for ourselves, because just think of it this way, okay, I'll just give you this like quick little bonus thing right now, which is really actionable, really tangible. You can write this down, okay. If you change someone's life, okay, they will buy your product no matter what it is. If you aren't like selling some sort of course or coaching or product right now, just click down in the description, or I might link it in one of the corners. If not, just go down in the description. I'll link it down there. That's like a full free 1-hour guide. It's on YouTube on how to create a school community to sell a course to your audience to make a fuck ton of money by essentially selling a course to your audience, so that you can change their lives even more while making money for yourself. If you're not currently selling a product, just go follow that right now. It's like an hour. Watch that video after this one, okay? But just get this into your mind that you really can, okay? You really can change lives. You can possibly change the world by doing what you're doing, because if you actually are having a positive impact on guys, you are actually changing other guys' lives with your mission by helping them to solve whatever problem. Because if you just think about like your younger self, okay, when you were struggling with this problem that you used to struggle with that you're now teaching, okay, you were really struggling with that problem. Those guys, okay, they are currently struggling with that problem they used to have. All that pain you went through, all that pain and suffering you went through while you were still struggling with this problem, okay, they are going through that right now, okay, and it's literally like the main thing constraining them from like being happier in their life and progressing in their life, okay. And so you're making videos to try and help them to solve that problem, to help them to solve that problem, not to try to help them, because I guarantee you, if you make your videos valuable enough, you will change their lives, okay, and they will fucking love you. You will be this leader who is changing their lives, which means they will buy your product and you will make money. And that's honestly just like, I'm just kind of going off on a tangent here. This is why I just love this business model of being like an educational YouTuber, where you're making videos on YouTube to help other guys to change their lives. And obviously this is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm helping you to improve your own YouTube channel, to improve your own mission, to help you to change others' lives. And so it really is just like so genuinely so beautiful, because you can make money for yourself from doing it. You can make a fuck ton of money from doing this, just as I'm doing, okay, and you can also change lives at the same time. This is just why I fucking love this. And it's like we can compare ourselves to all the drop shippers and affiliate marketers and like MMA shit, okay, and what we are doing is just so much better, because none of them are actually contributing to the world. They're all just like doing their own business models, okay, to try and make money for themselves. And this is a side point, but they eventually just hate their lives because they just get obsessed with the money, okay? And this is another side point, okay, but once you make the money, you'll realize that money isn't actually what it's worked up to be. And what actually keeps you going is like having a strong why, is having a strong reason, having a strong purpose, having a strong mission for why you are doing what you are doing. And so because we're making YouTube videos to change lives, it is genuinely such a strong fucking mission. And I have this too. It's like, I know right now, I can almost like see you. It sounds so weird, but I can see you watching this video right now. And so I've just got such a strong mission, okay, to help you to actually like, positively benefit your life with this video. I'm trying to get this mindset in your head, okay, that you don't need to blow up, that you actually got to make your videos as good as possible. I've got this mission for myself, okay, and this just makes everything so much easier for me. It's like getting up at 3:30 every single morning, like waking up really early for me. That's when I wake up. It isn't hard for me, okay. It isn't hard to wake up at 3:30 in the morning for me, even if I got only like 6 hours sleep, okay, because I've got this mission to change lives, and I see you like struggling to make money, struggling to like build your YouTube channel, build your following, and actually like, help people with your mission, okay. I see you struggling with that, and maybe you're not struggling, maybe you're doing really good, and that's really nice, okay. But I see, okay, you and other guys like you who are struggling with this problem, and I'm like, shit, man, I've got to fucking help you. And so I've got such a strong mission, and this is why being like an educational YouTuber and helping people with these problems, I'm gonna stop calling it being an educational YouTuber, because we're not YouTubers, we're leaders. Being a YouTube leader, okay, being an online leader, this is why this business model is so beautiful, because not only do we make money for ourselves and like change our own lives, like discovering this purpose and having this mission, it fully just like revolutionizes your entire life when you see you're actually changing lives. And since doing this for myself, and since I actually started to change lives for myself, it's just, I can't even fucking put it into words, man. It's just so like exciting, like knowing how easy it is. Not even how easy it is, but just like how much of a positive impact I can have with like the work I can do, you know, how much I can actually positively impact the world and like go through life and actually like give my gift and actually change lives through doing what I'm doing, because I've changed like I know it sounds kind of like absurd and everything, but I have changed hundreds of lives. I've inspired guys to get into business. I've inspired guys to actually start to change lives to help other people themselves, to start their own YouTube channels, to start changing lives themselves. I've done this for hundreds of guys, okay. I'm literally like, I'm 16 doing this, by the way, if you don't know that, okay. And I've inspired like so many other young guys to do this, okay, who are still in school, who are fucking like hating having to go to school, who don't want to like go down the path that their parents are going to put them down, going to university and shit, who actually want to do something with their life and to actually live their life to the fullest extent, okay. I've inspired so many guys, okay, to actually go start living a life like this, and it's just so fucking purposeful to me. It's like, I've got such a strong mission to do this, okay, and it's just so epic for me when I see that I change your life, to see when I like change other guys' lives with this, to see when I inspire you to actually start locking in and to actually start putting the work in, because it's just so fucking epic, like having this mission and purpose. And I genuinely fucking hate this like whole like educational YouTube space, like Iman Gadji, Andrew Tate and everything like that. And it's like they just like show themselves living this like nice materialistic life, like being in Dubai with all the supercars and shit, and then at the same time they go, oh yeah, you got to do this business model that's gonna make you hate your life. And honestly, I just like fucking hate this like educational YouTube space and everything, where like guys like fucking Iman Gadji and Andrew Tate and shit, it's like they're making like educational content, but then it's just basically it's entertainment content just branded as educational, because they make these like vlogs and all this like inspirational, like motivational shit, where it's like they're showing off their cars, they're in Dubai, like showing off their nice lifestyle. And I won't lie, that is pretty like motivational. And like Iman Gadji, I do actually quite like him. Like he's been a big motivation for me and everything. Like it's like he was like really young like me when he started like entrepreneurship and business. And this is a side point, but I'm actually like, comparing by age, I'm actually like way ahead of him, like for when he was like 16 and everything. So my kind of goal is to like do better than him essentially. But that's a whole nother thing, alright. But it's like, you look back at like Iman Gadji's old videos and everything, what he was saying in his old videos, because recently I've just been like looking at them and everything, like as almost like motivation for myself, because obviously he's become like $100 millionaire or whatever shit, yeah. But it's like, you look back at his old videos, in his old videos, he was always talking about like the purpose aspect of it, like actually wanting to change lives and actually wanting to be a positive impact. And now like, you look at what he's doing with like promoting WAP and investing in WAP and everything. Like, by the way, this is another side point, but like WAP and all that shit, it's just complete and utter bullshit. Like his whole product's been exposed and everything like that again. And I don't like to shit on other people, like other people who are selling courses and everything like that, because obviously I sell my own course and everything. I'm just like him in a way, and a lot of people just see every course seller as a scammer, and so I don't really like to call other course sellers and people like that scammers. But genuinely, what Iman's doing now, I can just see it as just like he's doing it for his own gain. He's doing it to make money for himself. Like this new WAP community and everything, it's just complete shit. Okay, he's just like making it seem all nice and seem all perfect, and like, yeah, get on this really early before everyone gets onto this. I guarantee you WAP is just gonna fucking flop, and you can take my word for that. So when we look back in like a year's time and we're like, oh shit, yeah, I remember WAP. Okay, WAP is just if you don't know, it's basically like this like community kind of site thing that Iman's promoting. It's got like live streams and other random bullshit on. Okay, it's gonna completely flop. I guarantee you, it's gonna flop. It's not gonna blow up like he's saying it's gonna. He's literally just prioritizing now for his own personal gain. And like, he used to be like us. Okay, he used to be like us, where we're actually like prioritizing our mission to change lives and everything like that. And like I just said, like when you are actually like prioritizing your mission, life just becomes so fucking good, because it forces you to go through everything, and it literally like your whole life becomes aligned to this mission. And like I can tell like Iman's kind of given that up now. It's so genuinely so sad to see, and I really just like hate hate most of this like online like educational YouTube space, because like I said, it's like Eamon Gaji, Andrew Taylor. I think they have overall been a net positive, because they've got guys in the gym, they've got guys to like start online business, to start actually like trying to do shit with their life, and so I think it is a net positive. But I think they've done it in the wrong way, where they've promoted the materialism side of it too much, like being in Dubai with a Lamborghini and shit, like flying at models and all that shit. It's like, if you're like me, like that doesn't even really appeal to you, if you know what I mean. Like being in Dubai with the air quality shit and everything, like flying out like models and being on the private jets and everything, like materialism, it can be motivational, and I still do have like an element of materialism for myself, where I do want to like buy nice shit and like live a nice looking life. But for me, it's like I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like going into materialism and shit, because I know how fucking shit it can be. And it's like I fucking hate the whole YouTube educational YouTube space, because it's like Eamon Gaji, Andrew shit. It's like they just like they show you their like inspirational lifestyle, like being in Dubai, being in wherever the fuck, like showing off the supercars, like this is what being a millionaire is like. But it's like, you know this too, it's like materialism, it doesn't actually change your life, it just makes your life worse, because like as soon as you buy the new car or whatever, as soon as you buy like the new thing, it literally like your dopamine levels just go back to normal, and you just get normalized to this like new thing that you have, and then you just end up wanting more. And then they sell like dreams to you, they show on their like videos, and they turn it into a nice vlog and everything. And again, I really don't want to shit on them, because they have had like a net overall like total positive impact on like young guys, and I do appreciate them for that. But I think they have done it in the wrong way completely, where they've promoted materialism, they've promoted degeneracy a lot. And if you're like me, I really do not agree with this at all. And even at the same time, a lot of the time they just give advice that isn't even really that good. Like they don't always give the best advice. They literally, a lot of the time, they just give the advice that will get them more views, so they can grow themselves, they can become more influential themselves. And it's literally a pseudo productivity. You probably know this too. It's like you're watching a lot of YouTube, like watching Eamon Gaji or Andrew Tate clips, or whoever the fuck, like educational YouTube. A lot of the time it's just like entertainment content, and so it's, in a way, it's just like pseudo productivity, because it makes you feel productive, okay, but in fact you're not even really productive. And this is a massive problem with like Hamza's videos too. It's like his whole like Jeffrey and Adonis thing he does, and even on his main channel now with the editing he's doing now, it's like it literally, for a lot of guys, they have the massive problem where they just watch too much content, they take in too much content and never actually take action. And that's a whole nother thing, that was a whole nother problem in the past that a lot of guys were struggling with, okay. But it's just pseudo productivity, a lot of this educational space. And like, if you're like me, you actually want to have a positive impact on the world, and you actually want to like prioritize the impact you can have, you want to prioritize your mission, and you actually want to change the world, okay. We can't be YouTubers, we can't prioritize like retention and all this shit, okay, like they're doing, okay. We have to prioritize our own mission and prioritize our own impact. Like this book, The Way of the Superior Man, I don't know if you've read it or not, because I've read it like quite a while ago, and I didn't really understand it back then, but I've been reading it a lot recently now, and I've been understanding this shit so much now, and it's almost like it's been my Bible that I've never actually read before. And it's just I've always kind of known these lessons that are inside of that. And obviously that basically just promotes like pure purpose, promotes pure following your mission, giving your gift to the world, like not doing shit just for your own gain, not doing shit just because like you feel like you want to do it, just doing shit because it can change other people's lives, because you can give your gift to the world, and you can actually have your like, you can change the world and live your life to the fullest. Because look at it this way, it's like when you're on your deathbed, okay, you're not going to care that you've made $1 billion, okay. You're going to care if you've actually changed the world and you've impacted the world in a positive way. And I really apologize if it sounds like a yapping now, because I've got this point that's just like so strong to me that I want to give out, I was like explain to you as best as possible. Because this whole educational YouTube space, I fucking hate it, okay, because it's like, even like, you like Greg, like Duquette and whatever, he always says like calories in, calories out, you know, the like bodybuilding guy, okay, he always says like calories in, calories out. Yeah, oh, it's okay guys if you want to eat McDonald's, because it's still like good calories and it can help you to bulk. You know that's like pretty shit advice, don't you? That's like really fucking shit advice. He's just saying that because guys who like, they just like almost like mentally masturbate to that advice. They watch the videos to feel like they're being productive, okay, but they're just like hearing the advice, and it's not even good advice, it's just advice that makes them feel good, because it lets them feel like eating McDonald's and shit is good for them. You know what I mean? It's not actually the brutal advice that is going to change their lives. And I really do think there is like a massive gap in the market, okay, for guys just like us, okay, who are like fully prioritizing like the purposeful side of it, who are prioritizing the spirit, not even just the spiritual, but just like the purposeful, like I'm doing this because I want to change the world, rather than I'm doing this so that I can buy a fucking Lamborghini and live in the Burj Khalifa and shit, you know. I think there is a massive gap in the market for guys like us who are prioritizing purpose, and this is exactly why I'm promoting it. And so we get back onto like the topic of this video, because I've just kind of like waffled a bit about purpose and all the shit educational YouTube space, okay. If we come back onto the topic of this video, it's not about blowing up for ourselves. It's not about getting loads of views. It's just about prioritizing our impact and prioritizing the impact we can have on people. And so if you think about it, it's like you could get 1 million views on an educational video, okay? But if you get 1 million views on an educational video, then you're not really gonna help anyone. Like Mr. Beast, he hasn't really changed anyone's life, has he? I'm sure because he's so big, he has like changed 1 or 2 lives. In fact, no, he's changed lives by giving people money. With the videos themselves, like people watching his videos, no one's life has ever been changed by watching a Mr. Beast video, like stay in the circle for 24 hours, I'll give you $10,000. Videos like that haven't ever changed anyone's lives, okay? But videos like yours, where it's like, I don't know, how to bulk in this way, how to fix this problem with your parents, how to do this, okay? And my videos too, okay? These videos actually change lives, okay? And even though our videos are getting way, way less views, our videos change way more lives than like Mr. Beast's videos. If you take away the fact that he's giving out money and being a philanthropist, and you just look at when kids are watching his videos, are their lives being changed? No, no one's life has been changed by watching a Mr. Beast video. People's lives have been changed by watching my videos. Someone's life is going to be changed, okay, by watching this video, because and probably probably way more than one guy, probably like 10 or 15 guys, okay, who are doing YouTube. They're gonna watch this video and they're gonna realize, oh shit, yeah, I shouldn't be a YouTuber. I should actually like start to change lives. I should start to prioritize purpose. I should start to prioritize actually having the impact, okay. And so because I'm gonna change lives, okay, there are gonna be guys who see this video and they're gonna click down in the description and they're gonna see my link to my course, okay, and they're gonna go buy my course. And if you are interested in like getting much more help from me to literally like know absolutely everything I know about doing this, you want to learn way more from me, so I can essentially obviously can't guarantee you because it comes down to your own work, but if you want me to help you as much as I possibly can, to teach you absolutely everything, to essentially guarantee that you will make money from this, that you will succeed in this, my course will help you do that. It's literally down in the description below. You can go have a look there, okay. I'm confident that it will change your life. You can see I'm not like cutting in the video to like do the CTA or anything. I can talk like confidently about my course because it has changed lives. It is changing lives, okay. And so I can confidently say this because I'm not like some stupid scammer who have to like fucking redo my CTA 10 times because I'm not confident in it, if you get what I mean. But really, for the fact that I am probably going to change your life and I'm going to change other guys' lives with this video, okay, and with my other videos too, like that guide I mentioned down below, that will change lives, okay, not just now, but going on in the future too. It's like a long-term thing. Obviously, it's like evergreen content and everything like that. And so I'm going to change so many lives of doing what I'm going to do, okay, and by doing what I'm doing, and I already have done. And that's why so many people have bought my course. This is why I've made so much money from doing what I'm doing, because I'm prioritizing the impact I'm having on people. I'm not prioritizing getting more views and prioritizing educational. I'm prioritizing actually changing lives. And so even if I do get less views because I'm not like prioritizing retention or anything like that, I'm still going to change more lives, which means more people are going to buy my products. And this is why like going viral won't actually make you money, okay? And to actually like make money, you don't need to go viral. Obviously, like getting loads of views, you will kind of get more audience and you kind of will blow up a bit more like that. But trust me, you will make so much more money and you will change so many more lives, okay, if you just prioritize making your videos as valuable as possible and prioritize your leadership and prioritize your purpose. And so not only will you actually make more money for yourself when you prioritize changing lives, you are going to change more lives when you're prioritizing changing more lives. And trust me, because if you haven't experienced this yet, because you probably have, like you've probably got a few comments on your videos of guys saying thank you, this video has helped me, okay, but when you actually like experience what it is like when you change lives, when you actually like become a leader, it just makes your life just like so worth living. It's actually so crazy. Like I said, it is what gets me up at like 3:30 in the morning, even if I've got like 5 hours sleep or whatever and I'm so tired. It's what makes me like make these videos. It's why I'm talking with like so much passion right now, because like seeing like you like having your life change from this video, it's just so fucking epic to me. And knowing that I'm making money from this too, it's like, this is why making videos like this is just so absolutely fucking sick, you know, like because I'm changing lives, and it just gives me such like a strong element of purpose. It's just so fucking epic for me and everything, and it's just like this element of purpose, okay, this element of having this mission in your life where you can like give your gifts to the world, you can change lives, you can actually like be the man you could possibly be, and you're not just like hiding from it in a way just by focusing on making money, if you get what I mean. It's just so beautiful when you're like prioritizing like improving other guys' lives, okay, when you're prioritizing this impact you can have, and it just changes your own life because your sense of mission just becomes so strong. And I've got like such a strong vision for the future I'm going to get onto now, because as I said, I see like such a massive problem with this whole like educational YouTube space, because everything's just prioritized, everything is just focused around like own your own personal gain and everything. Like Iman Gadzhi's showing off like the nice car. I don't know, Iman Gadzhi doesn't have any nice, no, he does have nice cars. He's got like the Maybach and shit, like showing off the watches and shit like that. And obviously materialism, it can be powerful, okay, and it can motivate guys to get started and everything like that. But I think like Iman Gadzhi, Andrew Tate and everything like that, I honestly just find it kind of cringe what they're doing, like showing off the materialism and everything like that. Because anyone that's like even slightly intelligent will know that like materialism, it doesn't make you happy, and you probably know this too. It's like obviously materialism can be powerful, and I do want like and I'm buying like a nice iPhone and everything. I'm gonna get like a MacBook and everything like that because it is like nice items. I'm probably gonna get like new clothes and like do up my room and like when my money gets paid through. That's a whole other thing, but it's like materialism can be really motivating, and obviously you do want to live in like a nice life with a nice house and actually like go traveling and experience life and shit. And obviously money can do that for you, but when it gets to like the point where it's just like obsessive, like buying like 10 watches and shit like that, like how is another watch, like another like Rolex or some shit, how is that going to make you any happier? And obviously there's a whole like alpha male thing, and obviously there's a whole alpha male thing of like being like, yeah, I'm like 10 times richer than you and everything like that, like flexing. But you know this too, it's like having the materialism and being in Dubai and all this shit is like, it's not actually going to make anyone any happier. Like even Gaji Andrew Tate, like being in these like nice countries and shit, in like Dubai and have driving the cars, it doesn't actually make them any happier. And you probably see this too. It's like you probably do feel like a sense of like materialism sometimes. But if you're like me, you probably like deep down know that like materialism isn't going to change your life. And so like even Gaji, Andrew Tate, it's like I feel like they're all doing it in like the wrong way, like prioritizing money way too much. And even like Hamza too. Like obviously Hamza, like if you've watched him, like you probably know like he's been really influential on like me and everything. Like he got me into self-improvement in the first place. And I do really love the guy. Like he has had a massive like positive impact. But right now, I feel like his attitude like towards money and everything like right now, it's aligning too much and more like money is the only thing that matters in life. And I mean, he's even like talking, like he's even like promoting fucking casual sex and this shit right now. And even what he's fucking, okay, I just want to put this out there, I do not like agree with what he's saying with Jews or anything like that, okay. And I do think if he carries on like this way with his energy that he's going at like YouTube and business and everything now, where like money's the only thing that matters, and like I do think he's going to fall off, and I know he's probably going to see this at some point. I do really think he's going to fall off if he carries on down that way, because this is a whole other point, but Hamza used to be this guy who's like prioritizing purpose and prioritizing like having a good relationship, like having like like getting a wife and like having kids and everything like that. And a lot of people were excited for his like fatherhood arc and everything like that, and I was kind of too. And I've always myself, like I've never actually ever really been that interested in materialism or anything like that. I've never actually been like excited by the nice cars or anything. And I know Hamza kind of like was the same too. He always like shit talked materialism and everything like that, and shit talked the guy's like living in Dubai and everything like that. But like now recently he's just like completely done a 180 turn, and I don't get it now. Like now I don't think now he's like talking about the materialism, but now he's just, his energy, I really don't like it now. He's just like prioritizing money at all costs, and it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like so, I don't like it. It's changed, and this is a whole other point. But it also seems like he's kind of got complacent with business, and I know he's probably going to see this, and I fucking hate to call him out because I don't really like to, this is why I haven't like made a video like calling him out or anything. I'm just like saying this inside another video because I don't want to be just like shitting on someone else to get views, if you know what I mean. I do just want to say this like completely honestly though. Like this isn't a whole another side point separate from this video, but I do think like he needs to change back to what he was before. I don't think that this change he's made recently to just like have this arrogant mindset. And obviously being arrogant is good and everything. And like, I'd like to be arrogant and everything. I'm just kind of fucking yapping now, but I do think he needs to go back to that more like one girl, relate, like actually like find your wife, have children kind of like mindset rather than casual sex. Let's just make loads of money, like alpha male kind of, if you get what I mean. I think he's disconnected a lot from like the more spiritual side and the more like purposeful side of entrepreneurship and of business. And like I said, I don't know if I actually mentioned this earlier, but like the Way of the Superior Man, I've been fucking reading this shit recently, got fully actually, I've read it before, but now like fully actually taking shit in and prioritizing purpose, prioritizing actually like living life for your living life to actually change other guys' lives, like actually connecting to purpose and everything like that. I've been prioritizing this so much recently, and it's made me so happy. And it's just like I see like Iman Gaji, Andrew Tate, like and Hamza too now. It's like he's going in the direction like disconnecting from spirituality more. This is just the way I see it, and it's just I just fucking hate that. I don't want to do that. And if you're like me and you do want to have like this more purposeful side of it, you don't want to like be connected to the materialism shit, like then like obviously I'm exactly for you, and like we are exactly like each other. And I got this like whole big vision for the future now, and this fucking inspires me so much. But I see myself, okay, and this is what I want to do, what I want to do in the future. I want to, by starting my course now, okay, I'm going to make a fuck ton of money by starting my course now, while obviously changing lives, while helping other guys to impact other guys for themselves, and to actually, I'm already fucking changing lives. I'm already helping guys to get their first sales. I'm already like prioritizing impact right now and making money from it too. But I've got like such a bigger vision, and that's to basically make a load of make even more money from this essentially, so that I can go traveling this summer, and so that essentially, this is a whole nother thing. I keep fucking yapping with this video, man, but this is a whole other thing. I've got like experience filmmaking. I used to go into filmmaking and stuff. That's a whole other thing. This is why I've got the whole professional camera setup and everything. Okay, but I'm gonna essentially go traveling, and I'm gonna live that like inspirational lifestyle, not with the materialism, but more such as like I'm gonna be that 16-year-old who made it, but instead of like going to Dubai and driving a nice car, I'm gonna go to the mountains and ride a bike, like, and do some shit I enjoy, you know. Instead of like being like, instead of like getting like, I don't know, buying like a fucking Lamborghini and shit, I'm gonna make it and go and live a purposeful life and go and live in the mountains and actually live life in a free way. Because you probably know the suits, like everyone like wants to make money, everyone wants to have that freedom, and a lot of people do understand that like materialism isn't going to change your life. And I just think there isn't anyone like in this educational YouTube space who really just like prioritizes and like shit talks materialism like I do, and actually like prioritizes purpose and like building up a family and like living life in a more like purposeful way. Like there really isn't anyone who prioritizes this. And so I see myself, and obviously like, I've just talked about like how views don't matter, but I see myself as like, I'm gonna like blow the fuck up on YouTube and actually like become more widely known and actually become way more influential and shit. And I've got such a fucking strong mission for this. I'm gonna blow the fuck up on YouTube, showing what life can be like if you prioritize purpose, if you prioritize following your dreams and doing what matters. And I'm gonna promote like actually working on yourself and making money and being purposeful, not for like the materialism, but more such for the purposeful aspect of it. And I don't know if I've explained that in the best way, because this still isn't like fully like solidified in my mind, but I've got this fucking mission to be this inspirational leader, okay? And I'm gonna promote purpose, I'm gonna promote spirituality, I'm gonna promote actually like living your life to the best and not just doing it for like the Dubai materialism, like prioritizing money at all costs, casual sex kind of shit. I'm fucking pushing that shit away, because I know that like going down that mindset route, it does not make you any happier, because you just get obsessed with like making more money. You get obsessed with this like golden idol of making more money in the future, and you never actually end up achieving it, because you always just want more money, and okay, take this from myself, okay, because I'm already making money doing this. More money does not change your life at any point, okay? What actually changes your life more is the journey of making the money. What changes your life more is it's, and you might not fully understand this shit if you haven't made money for yourself, but it's waking up and working harder to make this money, to have this impact. That's what changes your life so much more. That's what matters in life so much more, like the present moment of working on this and enjoying life how it is now when you're working on this mission, rather than like the actual like when you actually finally make the money. Because once you finally make the money, once you finally make your first $1,000, $10,000, you just want more. And like, take this from myself, okay, it's like I always want more money, okay? I always want to grow more. I always want to make my mission and my impact even bigger. You will never be satiated with how much money you want, okay? And so you essentially just have to prioritize your impact, prioritize what you want to do now, like live life in the way you want to live life right now, okay? Because if you keep like saying, oh, you're gonna make money, then I'll go do that thing, you'll always want more money, okay? And so you just have to like prioritize what you want to do and how you want to live your life and your mission that you want to have, the impact you want to have. You got to prioritize that now. And especially views themselves do not change ours. Obviously, I just want to say, like, I do in the future want to blow up. I do want to become well known and get like 1 million views or some shit and blow up like that. That's not because I want to get 1 million views and be like famous for myself. That's just because I want to spread my mission. I want to spread my message of following your dreams, of actually doing what you want to do in life, and not being taken into like wanting to do university because your parents actually want you to do that, or taken into like wanting to go to Dubai and everything because Andrew Tate's influenced you to do that, okay? I want to spread my own mission, okay? And part of that is going to be blowing up and getting a load of views. Obviously, I'm not like focusing on like blowing up right now. Right now, I'm literally just focusing on making these videos to change your lives, to make money for myself, and to basically just start off in this. I'm being like completely brutally open and honest right now with this video. But views themselves will not change your life. Being famous is honestly probably a net negative for your life, because you just like get like so much pressure on you constantly. And like even making these videos for myself, like I've got to think like everything I say, how's that going to make people think? Am I going to get into some sort of controversy for saying shit? You got to be careful with like your life and shit, and you got to be, a lot of your privacy gets taken away too. It's like everybody knows what my bedroom looks like, okay? Everybody knows like what my family looks like. Everybody knows like where I live. Well, obviously not my exact house, but everyone like knows so much about me. Like if people actually pay attention to me, like the guys who are close to me, everyone knows so much about me, okay? And that's like me giving up my privacy. And when you're so much bigger, and when you are going to be like this big influencer and stuff, people are going to be like creepy and like fucking come to your house and shit. That happens to everyone, okay? And that's what's going to happen when you be famous, and you're going to be under so much pressure. And it's like, all these celebrities, a lot of them, and they've said this too, they fucking hate like being famous. They just wish they could have that privacy back in their life. And getting more views will not change your life whatsoever. And so for you right now, okay, you just got to realize, okay, you are not a YouTuber. You aren't making videos to try and blow up. You aren't making videos to get higher retention. You aren't making videos to try and like blow blow up and become like really million viewers, everyone knows your name, okay, you're making videos, and obviously you can do that in the future, okay, but right now, what you need to be doing right now, okay, is making videos that will actually change lives, because if you change someone's life, they will buy your product, and it is simple as that. So you will make more money while changing more lives, and you will connect to purpose more. Part 2. Less views is equal to more money. Now, this is a really fucking weird analogy I'm going to give you here, but trust me, it will make sense, okay? And this is a really, really weird analogy, okay? Trust me, okay? I'm not weird by saying this, just hear me out, okay? So let's say there was a huge crowd, like imagine like a huge crowd in some like big concert or whatever, okay? And let's say there's 1 million people in this crowd, okay? And they're all potential clients, okay? And all these potential clients, they all have like different levels of like money, okay? So most of them, let's say like 99.9% of them is $0, okay? Most of them won't give you any money, okay, if you help them, okay? Then there's a few, okay? Let's say, I don't know, let's say there's there's 1 million people total. Let's say there's like 10,000, okay? Who will give you between like, I don't know, $20 to like $100, okay? But then out of this crowd of 1 million, there's like 100 guys maybe, or maybe even less, okay? Who will pay you like $500 or $1,000, okay, or more, okay, if you can help them. And out of this crowd of like, there's 1 million potential clients, for you to get a sale from someone, okay, and for you to make money from them, okay, you gotta shoot them, not with a real gun, okay, with a Nerf gun, okay, you gotta just tag them with a Nerf gun, yeah, a Nerf gun, yes, YouTube, a Nerf gun, okay, don't make this video age restricted, a Nerf gun, okay, you gotta tag them with a Nerf gun, okay, if you wanna get a sale, okay. So let's say, if you want to get the sale from them, you've essentially got to shoot them with an Nerf gun, okay? Do you think the better strategy is, okay, is to run through the crowd with like, I don't know, an automatic SMG Nerf gun, yeah, Nerf gun, okay, and just spray and pray, and you got to realize how big 1 million people is. Let's say you run through the crowd, you spray and pray. Every now and then you get like a sale for $20 or $100 or whatever. But because the guys who are like, who will pay you like $500 or a couple of $1,000s, they're pretty rare, okay? You never actually end up hitting them. And so let's say you run through the crowd, like putting loads of effort in, like hitting everyone, everything like that, and you get a few sales for like a low ticket thing, and you don't really actually get any high ticket clients. You don't really properly help anyone because you're only hitting like people with like a weak SMG, if you get what I mean. Or do you think the better strategy would to be like sit atop the high hill, yeah, with you like Nerf sniper gun, like a Nerf gun, yeah, Nerf, not a real one, a Nerf sniper gun, and to look out for the guys who will pay you like a $500 or $1,000 or a couple of $1,000s, and to just boom, like Nerf gun snipe them, yeah, from like a long distance, and just hit them instead of like focusing on everyone. You just focus on like the more specific guys who will pay you loads. And because like the Nerf sniper gun, because the bullet is like bigger and it's harder, you hit them harder, okay, and so you help them more. The sniper will not only have more of an impact because you're helping people more, okay, it will also at the same time make you more money. And this is why like selling, okay, this is a whole nother point, but selling high ticket is actually generally better than selling like a low ticket thing for like $50 or whatever, okay? Selling high ticket is better. And also like focusing and niching down on one specific person and just sniping in, aiming, targeting in, okay, with your Nerf sniper gun, okay, on one specific type of person. Because if you like run through the crowd with your SMG gun and everything, 99% of the people you hit with your Nerf SMG gun, okay, they're not going to buy from you, okay? So 99% of your shots are going to be wasted. And even if you like do hit one of the guys who is like, who would pay you a couple K, you're not really going to hit him that hard with the SMG gun, okay? Because it's only like little pellet bullets. And so most likely you aren't going to hit him hard enough for him to pay you, if you get what I mean. And so this is the same with YouTube, okay? And so instead of like spraying and praying and just like trying to get 1 million views and hoping someone in that 1 million people might buy your product, okay? Instead, what we have to do, okay, is to make videos and completely and utterly targeted down on the guys who will buy our products. Because also if you imagine like one of these clients who would pay you like 3K for your like coaching or whatever, if they watched a video that had like 100,000 views, but it was really like broad, like imagine you just made a video like, I don't know, how to bodybuild, and it got 100,000 views, yeah, for example. Those guys who might pay you 3K for coaching, because the video is so broad and it's not like specifically targeted to them and it's like aimed at everyone, they're not really gonna have their life changed by that much because it's not really specifically targeted to them, which means they're probably not gonna buy your product. But if you specifically target it at them, and let's say just like a few of these guys watch your videos, because you're gonna really change their life with this video because it's like really specifically targeted to their specific problem, they're more likely to buy your coaching. And so this is a really, really weird analogy, like I said, but we have to use the sniper, not the SMG gun. We have to really target it in on just a few people people and really, really like hyper niche down. And this is obviously what I do with my videos. I'm targeting literally like young guys who are still in school, who, or you have just quit school or whatever, you've just finished school, who either have a YouTube channel, some sort of educational YouTube channel, and who want to sell a product, who are selling a product, okay, and who also don't promote, like, who don't want materialism or anything like that, and who prioritize the purpose. This is like a really like specific thing that I'm helping you with, okay? And so you're way, way more likely to buy my course. Imagine I just made a video like how to make money online, okay, and it was just like really broad. You probably wouldn't really like listen to my advice that much. Like if I was teaching you like every business model, you probably wouldn't really listen to my advice that much because it wasn't really like specified down for you, if you get what I mean. And like I said, if you want to learn how to And like I said, if you want to know how to set your product up, I've got that free YouTube guide, and also got my link to my course, which will change your life. I'm confident about that. It's all in the description, links are there. And then the last point I want to make, the third point I want to make, is to keep it and not to lose it. Now, I made this point in so many videos, and this is a point that no one actually really talks about. I only really talk about this myself because I kind of came up with this whole mindset and everything. But once you build up success, it's not really guaranteed that you've got the success forever. And I experienced this so badly for myself. I'll just tell you my story now. So about a year ago, okay, I was doing like online coaching and stuff for like how to like build up a community for your self-improvement YouTube channel, how to grow your self-improvement YouTube channel, be more of a leader. I was basically just teaching guys how to like be more of how to change more lives essentially. And obviously I'm kind of doing that right now, but right now I'm focused more on like how to make money from it. But that's a side point. I was doing this coaching before, and I got up to like 2K a month from selling this coaching. And this is like April 2024. And life was so good. It's like I was helping people and everything. I was making money for myself. It was pretty epic. I wasn't enjoying it that much, but it was still pretty nice. But then what happened is I lost it. I fell into this really fucking shit rut. I got addicted to video games, okay. I ended up waking up really, really late. Just ruined my whole fucking life, this rut, okay. My whole business fell apart because I was no longer working on my business. Everything was lost. And my whole mental health just went to complete and utter shit because of this rut. And I just lost everything. I had built up this really epic business. I was 14 at the time. I built up this really epic business, and then I just lost it all. And I guarantee you, this is gonna happen. Like if you prioritize like the short-term wins, the short-term success of like making money now and then like living life later, like making money now and go and get the materialism and shit, and you don't like connect in with like the impact you can have. You don't like have a strong why. You don't have a strong mission, a strong purpose for why you're doing what you're doing. You will lose it. Okay, if you do not connect to purpose and you do not connect to like this mission you could have, you will lose everything, okay? Because once you make the money, okay, you'll obviously want more money, but you won't be motivated to make more money because that original motivation of buying a nice car and everything, once you buy it, it'll all just be gone. And so I guarantee you, like, everyone who like prioritizes their money and everything, who doesn't have a strong impact, a strong mission, they will lose it, just kind of how I did. Because I basically, last time, I kind of just got obsessed with the money too much, and I started like just doing more calls and shit and losing out, like basically wasting all my time on calls and shit with clients just to like make more money from this, if that makes sense, rather than like focusing on scaling for the long term. I prioritize money in the short term. And so essentially I just lost it because I lost that deep reason for why I was doing it. And now recently I've started up entrepreneurship in like the past month and a half or so, and now I've really connected back with purpose and everything like that. And this is why I've made so much money recently from selling my course recently and everything, because I have connected deeply with purpose. I've connected deeply with why I'm making these videos. I've literally fucking like worked so hard on this video to plan it all, and I've worked so hard to record this, and I've actually worked so hard to keep it concise and not yap, because all my videos end up being really long. I've tried to make this one a bit shorter, and I've had like fucking 3 coffees now and everything. And my brain is getting tired and everything. I'm getting all shaky and everything from the coffee, and I'm still pushing through this, okay, because I had this purpose, I had this deep reason why. And if you lose like contact to this deep reason why, you will lose your whole business, you will lose it. And so you need to connect to its purpose. And this is why all these guys who do materialism and shit, they're all gonna fail. They are all gonna fail, and a lot of them are already failing because they stop working, and so the whole business fails, and then they end up just like wanting more money but not being able to make more money because they don't have a strong reason to work. And so essentially, to summarize this video, because I don't want to carry on yapping, okay, I've gone off script so much in this video, man, but to summarize this video, you need to prioritize your impact and prioritize how you're going to change lives over views. And not only will that make you more money, it'll also make sure you keep it in the long term, and it'll make your life just so much more enjoyable. And you just love life so much more when you are prioritizing helping people and you are prioritizing the purpose and impact you can have. And if you do this, and if you follow what I've taught you to do in this video, I know that this will change your life. And just by the fact that you got to this end of this video, I know that you are serious about doing this. And I know that if you continue following my advice, we are going to go so fucking far together, man. And it's going to be so sick. I genuinely just love doing this shit, man. It's so epic. The link for my course is in the description. If you haven't had a look at that, just go have a look at that now. Click on the link right now, man. And shit, yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, man. This is going to change your life.